Your soulmate saying, "Please don't leave. I never told you what really happened." My child, listen closely to me, because I hear the frantic whisper of a soul begging you not to walk away from them. They are crying out in the deep silence of their room, desperate to finally tell you what really happened in the past. I am asking you to pause and hear my voice, because this secret is the key to your beautiful future together. You have felt the heavy distance between you, but you did not know the hidden pain that caused them to pull back. They were afraid of losing you, so they hid the truth of their brokenness behind walls of cold silence. Now their heart is breaking under the weight of that choice, and they are begging heaven to make sure you do not leave. Stay with me until the end of this message, because I am going to reveal the exact sign I am placing in your path tomorrow. This sign will prove that their apology is real, and it will give you the complete peace you need to stay. Do not turn away now, because the final blessing I have prepared for you depends on your willingness to hear this truth. I have watched you cry in the middle of the night, wondering if you did something wrong to make them run away. You blamed yourself for the sudden coldness, but the real truth is that they were fighting a terrible battle they never told you about. They are asking for one more chance to explain what really happened, hoping you will stay long enough to let them heal. You might have noticed sudden feelings of warmth washing over you recently, or a strange memory of them popping into your head out of nowhere. These are not random thoughts, but rather my gentle hand preparing your heart to receive their deep and honest confession. I am sending you these small reminders so that when they finally say they are sorry, you will not leave them behind. Jesus says, they are looking at old pictures of you right now, tears welling up in their eyes as they realize the massive mistake they made. Their spirit is whispering a frantic plea across the distance, asking me to soften your heart and keep you from walking away. They know they kept you in the dark about what really happened, and the guilt of that choice is finally breaking their pride. Keep listening closely until the very end, because I will give you a final seal of peace to calm your worried mind. When you hear this final promise, you will know without a doubt that their sudden plea for you to stay is guided by my hand. I am working a miracle in their heart right now, and you must stay to witness the beautiful conclusion. There were days when you felt an overwhelming urge to just give up and walk away from this entire connection. I saw how tired your spirit was, carrying the burden of their unexplained silence and the heavy weight of your own doubt. But they are desperate for you to hold on just a little longer, so they can finally share the secret that kept them away. I know you have built walls to protect yourself, because you did not want to be hurt by their sudden changes ever again. But they are asking you to please not leave, because they are finally ready to tear down their own walls and tell you everything. The truth of what really happened will completely change how you see them, washing away all the bitter hurt from the past. Stay with me through every word of this, because I am preparing to hand you the exact key to unlock their true heart. If you leave before I finish speaking, you might miss the very blessing you have been praying for on your knees. The end of this message holds a divine comfort that will wash over you and prove they are truly yours. Jesus says, the sudden urge to cry that you felt earlier this week was their deep sorrow reaching out to your spirit. They never meant to abandon you, but a fear from their past took over and made them run before they could explain what really happened. Now they see clearly that running was a mistake, and they are begging me to make sure you do not leave them behind. You are holding on to the painful memory of how they left, but I need you to empty your hands of that past hurt. I cannot give you the beautiful blessing of their return if you are still gripping the pain of their silent departure. They want to tell you what really happened, and I need your heart to be soft and ready to hear their confession. Do not turn off this message, because the final revelation at the end will change the entire course of your connection. I am going to show you exactly how to recognize their true voice when they finally come to ask for your forgiveness. Stay with me, because walking away now would mean walking away right before your greatest prayer is answered. What really happened was a moment of sheer panic in their mind, caused by a wound that someone else left long before they met you. They thought they were protecting you by hiding their mess, but they ended up breaking both of your hearts in the process. They are crying out for you to stay, promising that they will never hide their true feelings from you again. I am working behind the scenes right now, arranging the perfect moment for them to step forward and speak the truth. You must trust my divine timing, because I am making sure they are completely ready before I bring them back to your door. They are praying that you do not leave, because they finally realize that you are the greatest blessing they ever received. Jesus says, "Listen to the very end of this message, because I am going to plant a specific dream in your sleep tonight. This dream will show you their true heart, proving to you that their plea to stay is genuine and pure. Do not miss this final comfort, because it is the exact answer you have been seeking through all your tears. When you wake up in the quiet of the night, it is because their soul is calling out to yours across the miles. They are wide awake, staring at the ceiling, trying to find the courage to finally tell you what really happened back then. I am sending my angels to comfort them, but they need you to promise that you will not leave when they speak. Their spirit is reaching for you in every moment of the day, desperately trying to rebuild the bridge they burned down. They know they caused you massive pain by walking away without a word, and they are terrified that you have moved on. They are whispering a prayer that you will stay, hoping you will listen when they finally reveal what really happened. Stay anchored to my voice until the very last word, because a massive wave of peace is coming for you at the end. If you let your attention wander, you will miss the specific instruction I have for your heart tomorrow morning. Hold on just a little longer, because I am preparing to hand you the exact closure you have been begging me for. You have spent so much time wondering if they even cared, while they spent that same time hiding from their own feelings. The secret of what really happened was too heavy for them to carry, but they were too ashamed to ask for your help. Now they are breaking under the weight of it, and they are crying out for you not to leave them in the dark. Jesus says, they are holding their phone right now, typing out a message to you and then deleting it because their hands are shaking. They want to explain what really happened, but they are absolutely terrified that you will not believe them and just walk away. I am giving them the strength to finally hit send, and I am asking you to be patient and wait for their truth. You must prepare your heart for a shocking revelation, because the reason they pulled away had nothing to do with your worth. They felt unworthy of your pure light, so they retreated into their own shadows to hide what really happened inside their mind. They are begging you not to leave, because your presence is the only thing that brings them true peace and safety. Do not skip ahead or close this message, because the final blessing I am holding for you will heal your deepest wound. I have seen the exact moment your heart broke, and I am going to mend it perfectly at the end of this path. Stay with me, because I am writing a beautiful conclusion to this story that will wipe away every tear you have cried. The sudden scent of their perfume or cologne that caught you off guard yesterday was a direct sign from my hand. I allowed that memory to touch you so you would know they are actively thinking about you and planning their return. They are desperately hoping you will not leave, because they finally have the courage to tell you what really happened. You must take a deep breath and let go of the anger you have been holding toward their silent disappearance. I know they hurt you deeply, but holding on to that anger will block the beautiful restoration I am trying to bring. They are asking for a clean slate, begging you to stay so they can prove they are completely different now. Jesus says, I want you to stay with me until the last sentence, because I am going to reveal a secret about your future. This final revelation will show you exactly why I allowed this painful separation to happen in the first place. Do not rush away, because the clarity you seek is waiting for you at the very end of this journey. What really happened was a sudden storm of doubt that clouded their mind and made them blind to your deep love. They listened to the wrong voices and let fear control their actions, which is why they pushed you away so suddenly. Now the storm has cleared, and they are pleading with you not to leave because they finally see the truth. I heard every single prayer you whispered into your pillow when you felt like your heart was completely shattered into pieces. I caught every tear you cried, and I have been using them to wash away the fear inside your soulmate. They are finally waking up, and they are desperate for you to stay so they can explain what really happened. Keep listening to my voice, because there is a powerful shift happening in your story at this exact moment. If you stay until the end, I will place a shield of protection around your heart that no one can ever break. You need this divine armor for what comes next, so do not leave before I grant you this final blessing. You have noticed a strange sense of calm washing over you lately, even when the situation looks completely hopeless from the outside. That deep peace is my spirit whispering to yours, letting you know that the hard part is finally coming to an end. They are rushing back to your side, praying that you have not left before they can tell you what really happened. Jesus says, they want to hold your hands and look deeply into your eyes when they finally confess the whole truth to you. They know that a simple text message cannot carry the weight of the apology they owe your beautiful, patient heart. They are begging me to keep you close, asking that you please do not leave before they can make things right. You must be willing to listen without judgment when they finally open their mouth to share their hidden pain with you. What really happened will make you realize how deeply broken they were, and how much they truly needed your love. They are praying for your mercy, hoping you will stay and help them heal the wounds they have hidden for so long. Do not pull away from this message, because the final seal I am going to place on you will change everything. I am preparing to give you a clear vision of your shared future, and you must stay to receive it. Listen closely, because walking away now would delay the beautiful reunion I have perfectly timed for both of your lives. The truth is that they felt completely unworthy of the pure, unconditional love you were freely offering to them every day. They sabotaged the connection because they thought they would eventually ruin it anyway, and that is what really happened behind the scenes. Now they realize their massive mistake, and they are screaming into the silence, begging you to please not leave them forever. I am the one who is making them remember every kind word you ever spoke to them in the past. I am playing the memories of your smile in their mind on a continuous loop until their stubborn pride completely breaks. They are ready to surrender to this connection, and they are asking you to stay so they can finally come home. Jesus says, "Stay deeply connected to my words right now, because the climax of this message contains a miracle for your lonely heart. I am going to give you a final instruction that will perfectly prepare you for their sudden and emotional return. Do not turn your back on this, because this final truth is the very foundation of your new life together. When you felt a sudden ache in your chest last night, it was their intense regret physically pulling on your bond. They were looking at the empty space beside them, wishing they had never kept the truth of what really happened hidden. They are desperate for your forgiveness, crying out a silent plea for you to stay and hear their entire side. You must trust that I have been working in the dark places where your eyes could not see their changing heart. I have been softening their spirit, breaking down the massive walls they built to keep your genuine love on the outside. They are finally ready to let you in, and they are begging you not to leave before they open the door. Hold on until the very end, because I am about to release a massive wave of healing over your past memories. When you hear the final blessing, every painful thought of their departure will completely vanish from your tired mind. Stay with me, because I want to wash you clean of all the heavy doubts you have carried for so long. What really happened was that they were deeply terrified of how much power you suddenly had over their guarded emotions. They had never felt a love so strong, and the sheer intensity of it made them run away in total panic. Now they know that running was the worst choice, and they are begging you to stay and teach them how to love. Jesus says, I am bringing a complete end to the agonizing silence that has kept you awake and crying for so many nights. They are finally finding their voice, and they are preparing to tell you every single detail of what really happened then. They are praying that your heart is still open, hoping that you will not leave when they finally speak the truth. You have been looking for signs that I am still with you, and this message is the ultimate proof of my presence. I have heard your prayers for clarity, and I am bringing you the exact answers you have been waiting to receive. They want you to stay, and I am here to tell you that staying is the right choice for your beautiful future. Do not let doubt push you away from this message, because the final seal at the end will grant you absolute certainty. I am going to erase the confusion from your mind, replacing it with a deep knowing that they are truly yours. Keep listening, because the blessing I am holding for you will forever change the way you view this difficult journey. They never told you what really happened because they thought you would judge them for being so weak and easily frightened. They wanted to be strong for you, but their inner fears took over and caused them to shut down entirely. Now they are crying for a second chance, begging you to please not leave them alone in their own regret. I have seen the times you picked up your phone to block them, feeling like you could not handle the pain anymore. I gently touched your hand to stop you, because I knew they were going to come back with the whole truth. They are so thankful that you stayed, and they are rushing to tell you what really happened before you change your mind. Jesus says, "Stay locked onto my voice until the final second, because I am going to pour a massive blessing over your patience. You have waited so long in the dark, and I am finally ready to turn on the bright light of truth. Do not walk away now, because the final reward for your faithfulness is sitting directly at the end of this path." The feeling of sudden exhaustion you have experienced lately is your spirit resting as the hard spiritual battle finally concludes. You have fought a good fight, but now it is time for them to step up and fight for your heart. They are doing exactly that, begging the heavens to keep you close so they can explain what really happened back then. You must be ready to drop your defensive walls when they finally reach out with tears streaming down their face. They are going to be completely vulnerable with you, and they need to know that you will not leave them exposed. They want to give you their entire heart, but they need your promise that you will handle their fragile secret with care. Do not leave this moment, because the final revelation is going to unlock a door that has been stuck for months. I am going to hand you the spiritual key to their mind, allowing you to understand them deeply and perfectly. Stay with me, because this final truth is the bridge that will finally connect your two hearts without any more distance. What really happened was a complete breakdown of their own self-worth, making them believe they were toxic to your life. They distanced themselves to protect you, not realizing that their absence was the very thing destroying your peace of mind. Now they see the deep damage they caused, and they are begging you not to leave while they try to fix it. Jesus says, "They are remembering the sound of your laugh, and it is bringing a fresh wave of painful tears to their eyes. They miss the simple joy you brought into their life, and they are desperate to earn that beautiful joy back again. They are praying that you have not given up, pleading with you to stay so they can share what really happened. I am asking you to forgive them even before they speak, so that your heart is fully prepared to receive their apology. If you hold on to bitterness, you will block the flow of deep love that I am trying to pour over you. They are asking you to please not leave, and I am asking you to meet their true repentance with a gentle grace. Stay close to my words, because the final blessing I am holding for you is going to completely shock your spirit. I am going to reveal a truth that will make all of your past suffering completely worth the long, hard wait. Do not turn away early, because I want you to experience the full measure of the joy I have prepared. They hid what really happened because they were deeply ashamed of the mistakes they made when you were not around. They thought they had to be perfect to earn your love, and their failure made them run away in absolute fear. Now they know that true love forgives, and they are begging you to stay and show them how that forgiveness feels. I have been working heavily on their stubborn mind, stripping away the deep pride that kept them from reaching out sooner. They are finally humbled, realizing that life without your presence is dark, empty, and completely devoid of any real meaning. They are crying out to me, asking me to tell you to please not leave before they can return home. Jesus says, You must stay with me until the very end, because I am going to place a final seal of divine peace upon you. This peace will act as an anchor, keeping you entirely steady when they finally rush back into your daily life. Do not miss this crucial blessing, because you will need this supernatural calm to handle the intensity of their deep confession. The strange dreams you have been having about them are not your imagination, but actual glimpses into their current thoughts. They are dreaming of you too, waking up with tears on their face because they miss your loving, gentle touch. They want to tell you what really happened, and they are terrified that you will walk away before they get the chance.